We start tonight with the latest on Hurricane Hilary making its way up the western coast towards Southern California.
Live pictures right now from Santa Monica and San Diego, where things look completely normal for now, but that will change. It's not expected to last. The storm expected to hit land this weekend, bringing torrential rains and flooding to much of Southern California and even parts of western Arizona.
The Golden State even getting its first official tropical storm watch because of all this. But it's not just California that has to be prepared. We have team coverage tonight of Hurricane Hilary. Marissa Sarbak spoke with the National Weather Service about what people in Arizona have to be aware of.
But let's begin at the top with Cory McCloskey, who's in the Weather Center tracking Hilary's path. Cory, what's the latest?
Well, the latest is that this storm continues to grow. It's a sizable storm, a major hurricane for sure. And I know we've been hearing a lot about Hilary, and with good reason, because it is a big one. And here's the way it looks from space. The satellite view shows this Category 4 storm with winds at 130 miles an hour, continuing a northwesterly track at about 12 miles an hour. And so as we kind of put it in motion for you here, this storm, again, is likely to push itself up along the Baja as we get on into the weekend. Here's its expected position tomorrow, still offshore during the midday hours on Saturday. However, you can see all of the warnings highlighted along the Baja there. By the time we get into Sunday morning, 24 hours later, it is expected to crash onshore somewhere south of San Diego in northern Mexico there on the Baja Peninsula. And then as soon as that happens, it will rapidly lose its strength and kind of degrade because they just cannot pass over the land as quickly or as strongly as they do over the water, these hurricanes. So it's likely that the winds will die down. However, the rain is likely to continue to be the biggest threat. So where will it happen here in Arizona? Well, best chance is out there along the Colorado River Valley. So from Yuma northward toward Lake Havasu and perhaps up as far as Bullhead City, you really got to be on the lookout because Yuma especially is likely to take a real sharp hit from this storm. Now, of course, most of the action will be across southern and central California. Here in the valley, we're looking for anywhere from 1/4 of an inch to perhaps 1/2 an inch. Some small areas with bigger thunderstorms may see more than that, but as a general thing, we're not going to see what Yuma will, perhaps 2 to 4 inches possible out that way. So we'll all keep an eye out. I'll be in for Crystal tomorrow, so we'll be together on Saturday. We'll ride it all through and see where the weekend takes us. Tina?
All right, Cory, we'll see. Thank you. Arizona, no stranger to feeling the effects of powerful storms from the Pacific, but this one could be different.
Yeah, especially true for folks in Yuma County, La Paz County, and maybe even Mojave County. Fox 10's Marissa Sarbak joins us live now. We've got to kind of brace for this, and we don't know exactly what this storm will do.
So true. It's so hard to predict, John, Christina, to figure out where it's going to go, what path it's going to take. But right now, the National Weather Service says that they do have a pretty good idea of when this is going to hit, heading in from Mexico and kind of coming up the coast of Southern California there. Now, as we talked about, and as you heard from Cory, Southwest Arizona is going to see the brunt of this coming from California. But we still here in the valley might see some rain and might see some flash flooding.
You don't often see a landfalling tropical cyclone in the U.S. on the West Coast.
National Weather Service says this is the first time the West Coast of the United States has ever gotten a tropical storm warning or even a watch.
It's currently a Category 4 hurricane, and it's going to be working its way north towards the U.S. this weekend.
NWS Phoenix says Arizona could start to see some showers tomorrow, but later Sunday into Monday will be the worst of the tropical impacts. There will likely be flash flooding even here in Arizona. Emergency response teams all across the state are preparing for an influx of calls.
You never know what the condition of the roadway underneath that water is. No matter how deep the water looks, it could be deeper than you anticipate. It could be moving faster than you anticipate. It really doesn't take much, maybe a foot or so of water moving to actually start to move a vehicle off the roadway.
The rain, no matter how severe, could have an impact right here in the valley.
We want to also remind folks that are in the area or near burn scars. For instance, the Diamond Fire up there in North Scottsdale and Rio Verde. It's going to change the flood patterns coming off the McDowell Mountains there. So there's a potential for places that might flood that hadn't previously flooded.
Baja California in Mexico and Southern California will take the brunt of this storm.
With getting amounts potentially 4 to 6 inches or higher, in that 3-day time span, that amount of rainfall would be equivalent to 1 or 2 years worth of that normal annual rainfall for those areas.
Now, the National Weather Service also says there is a major key component here to creating either a hurricane or tropical storm conditions, and that is 79-degree water at least. So they typically see that on the East Coast. We don't often see that on the West Coast because the water that we have is coming down from the north, and it's usually colder, which is why something like this is so rare. Reporting live in Phoenix, Marissa Sarbak, Fox 10 News.